So yeah, everybody asks me, how do I do my open face omelets? How do I get them so nice and you don't have to do all this flipping and everything? You get too crusty of a bottom to it and everything. And how do the vegetables still cook and everything? So I wanted to make like a little YouTube video of how I do it so we can refer to people about how I do it, because we have to explain it a bunch in there. So let's pick it up from right here. So hello everybody. Let me show you what I've got going for me making what I consider the best way to make an omelet. And it's kind of like an open-faced omelet. So what I've got here is that I start off with sauteing a whole bunch of veggies. All right, so I've got mushrooms, red pepper, and some green onions today. And the purpose of sauteing these up first is that then the responsibility of cooking them does not fall to the omelet. Because what happens is that people will make the omelet, they'll flip the omelet, and then they do they put the stuff in there, so you've got kind of a hard side to begin with, and then they have to wait for the underside, and then they flip, and then they're starting to cook the inside and starting to melt the cheese and doing all that. That takes, it takes too long of a process, so that you do get a lot of burning. You get a lot of brown, on that, and the omelets don't come out very well. So what we're gonna do, I should have my pan going in here already. So we'll get that fired up. Is that I'm gonna show you this process. So right now we're sauteing. I've got my egg mixture is, boom. My egg mixture is just 3 eggs with a little bit of milk in there. Whisk that up, have that all ready to go. Whatever cheese that you like, I got some leftover 4-cheese blend from Tillamook in there. I've got a little bit of extra green onion to kind of decorate on the top in there. And then we're going to go. Now you can put anything that you want in the pan that you're going to cook. If you want to do butter in here, you can do that. If you want to do if you want to do spray, if you want to do oil, I think the best way is the way that it helps whatever pan that you're using release the omelet. Because you want that omelet at one point to be a little bit loose. All right? You don't want it stuck on there and, baking all the heck in there. And so that you're able to fold it easier afterwards. So for me, with a pan that I use, it's nonstick, I actually use a little bit of olive oil spray. So that's the spray that I use for that. And actually this is good. I can put that down. All right, I've got it up high just to cook it, but I cook everything at medium in here. And then what you're looking for when you're waiting for the eggs to heat up is for it to just, kind of, congeal, kind of get a little bit not fully cooked, maybe a little bit watery on the top, because eggs continue to cook even after you take them out of the heat. It's kind of like a steak. You know how like with steaks that you got to take out a steak, you got to let it rest for a while. It's going to still cook within there, so you don't want to overcook your meat. Same thing with eggs. Same process when you're doing like scrambled eggs. You take it off early. So same thing with this. So we want to have it so that it's, okay, that's warming up real nice. All right, so let's do this. Let's get a little spray in here. All right, let's get you, oh, I'm on the right screen, good. A little spray, I make sure it also lets me kind of control where all the stuff is. So put it in here. All right, there we go. We're going to let that cook. We're going to let that cook. All right, if you want, you can move it around to the edges to make sure that everything is cooking around there. All right, we're going. Hi Momo, how you doing? We're doing this live on stream right now so that everybody can kind of see. So again, we've got all our stuff all prepped. The only thing that's going to take a little bit is to melt the cheese, but that's it. Everything in here, and actually, if you have a few bubbles, that's like perfect. because then the rest of the egg mixture will find the holes and fill it up. So, yeah, so basically we're trying to get this to the point where we are having everything on the bottom cooked, but a little loosely on the top. Allie, thank you for gifting that sub to Momo.
Allie gifted the Jazz Cat
Let's go.
17H a sub. A Sleepy Allie gifted a tier 1 sub
Yay!
to 17H.
Momo, welcome back to the Jazz.
Given
Enjoy your
138
mad emotes. Good morning.
subs
Where's my
in the
coffee?
channel.
That's one of the things we need in here. Heating up my coffee. Wonderful. There you go. Cheers, everybody. Good morning, good morning. All right, so I don't know if you can see this okay. You see how, like, it's getting a little bit, all right? We're seeing it a little bit kind of drying out a little bit here. I still got a little bit of looseness up there. It's getting there. And one of the things that we're going to do is that we're going to move it and we're going to check, has it released from underneath? So let's move it. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's released a little bit from underneath. All right? Still on this side, it needs a little something, something. So let's wait on that. All right. There we go. There you go. Now it's moving. All right. Because this process, once you get to here, is actually very, very quick. All right. So, things are moving. There we go. I like that. Then, we're going to put in the veggies. All my lovely mushrooms. I got a whole bunch of extra mushrooms. So I'm like, what am I going to do with the mushrooms? Alright. Put that in there. Put in our cheese. Alright, oh, our wonderful cheese. Ah, more cheese. Always more cheese, right, everybody? More cheese, more cheese, more cheese. There you go. So, the flipping part of this, oh, and a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. A little bit. I got this 21 seasoning spice. It's really nice. From Trader Joe's. Let's add that to there. Perfect. All right, so then all we got to see, can we get this to release? Get our spatula from underneath. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Flip, and there you go. Look at that. That's all you need. All the cooking is going to now be done. Let's flip this over. On your plate. Boom. Perfect. Look how easy that was. I don't have to do any acrobatics. I don't have to do any kind of craziness with this. We're going to dress it up with a little bit of green. A little bit of green on top. There we go. And then, like I said, just like a steak, we're going to let this rest for a little bit. The cheese is going to fully melt. Everything is inside is cooked, so I don't have to worry about that. And like the underside, whoops. Let me see. Let me get the big shot over here. Boom. All the underneath is nice and light as well. There's no heavy browning on it. It's very soft. You know, it's not doing anything, you know, that's going to be overly dried out or anything. And like I said, everything is going to be wonderfully cooked inside after we wait for a little bit. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, so that is how, a nice little close shot, that is how I do my omelet. And I think it's one of the easiest methods out there. I don't see people doing it. So yeah, so we'll call that a Maddie's Cafe original of how to do an omelet. So an open face omelet. So, yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.